a great day when you're hanging around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Good times are coming our way. Whenever, wherever, whatever today.
Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to the Lone Doctrine, the food for thought exploration station, and your place in making today better than yesterday. In wrapping up this month on the topic of connection, I wanted to readjust some of the key elements of why. Why is it such a powerful piece of our lives? Why do we do this? Say, pursue a goal, create a dream. When there's a will, there's a why. Another key element that seemed to show up throughout our exploration was the ability to choose. Whether it's connecting on an empathetic level, to genuinely listening, to being a good friend, to being respectful and kind, it comes down to a choice. We choose to carry out certain actions. Some may be easier than others, some may come easier, but in the end, it's a series of our choices that ultimately create a connection. But why? Each and every one of those key elements I just listed could have its own why. We want to become more empathetic to understand our loved one's point of view so we can have a stronger relationship. Why do we listen? Because when we listen, we show respect and trust and kindness. We end up having a more constructive conversation, and we are giving of the action we hope to receive. My point is, there is always a why. What are your whys? If you don't know or you've never thought of it before, taking the time to understand your whys will bring you to the next level. It will allow more clarity, more happiness, and betterment into your everyday life. You might be thinking, I don't know how to find my why. If that's the case, you're in the right place. We are in this journey together, and today we're going to explore some ways to understanding your why. I've explored this topic a lot throughout the years, and it's not only helped me personally, but it's also opened my eyes to the world around me. Let's start at the beginning of my discovery, which was in college. I came across the quote, "He or she who has a why can endure any how." I've always been that why kid, and lucky me, I had very patient parents who would answer all the whys they possibly could until I got to the point where it was my turn to go out into the world and find my own why. We are a complex species. We not only have survival instincts, but we also take on a whole set of traits that in a way create the foundation of our decision making. In a nutshell, it's our values, morals, passions, purpose, and depending on what you believe in, we can add another layer of spirit, energy, and so on. The foundation of who we are is mixed in with our life experience. You can go really deep into this concept, or for today, we can ask a few questions, being honest with ourselves that create a good starting point in understanding our whys. So here we go. In many different situations of your life, you can ask yourself, what makes you come alive? What excites you? What do you feel are your natural strengths? Where do you feel you add the greatest value? How do you measure your life? That is one of the biggest questions, and if you're honest, it can reveal a lot of your truths. There are, of course, hundreds of questions we can ask ourselves in really getting to know oneself, but those are a good place to start. Write them down. Take one question at a time and let as little or as much be said in creating a place to flow freely with your thoughts. You might be asking, why are we talking about our whys when this month's topic is about connection? It's because your ability to connect, the importance of connecting starts with your why. Connection isn't just with others. It's how you connect to every action within your everyday. How you eat, sleep, exercise. How connected or disconnected you are with your work, with your passions. Think of it this way. If a lamp doesn't have power, it will never illuminate. Why? Because it's not plugged in. today, now, plug in. Connect as much as you possibly can to everything around you. Why? Because life's too short not to, and you are worth it. If you found value in the Lone Doctrine, we would be so grateful for your support. We've partnered up with Patreon, which is a place where you can help us stay on air and keep our doors open in supporting our listeners in making today better than yesterday. Thank you for your consideration, your support, and a very special thank you to our current Patreons who make the Lone Doctrine possible. We hope to see you at patreon.com/Lone Doctrine. patreon.com/Lone Doctrine. Thank you so much for your consideration. A simple $1 a month as a Patreon will go a long way in helping us serve you and all of our listeners. But don't take our word for it. Check out the testimonials at lonedoctrine.com and also over at iTunes. We'd also love hearing from you, so leave us a review, which also helps others find us in the search engines. And it's my birthday month. Your review would totally make my year. So, together, we make today better than yesterday. Thank you so much for all your support. A special thank you to our current Patreons. And keep fighting the good fight.